In St. Lucia, consumers should experience a drop in prices at supermarkets as businesses work to align their prices with the zero-rated policy by Friday, August 22, 2025. The Consumer Affairs Department is monitoring businesses to ensure they comply with the policy. During Tuesday's sitting of the House of Assembly, Commerce Minister Emma Hippolyte reported on the findings. She disclosed that some businesses might need extra time to make the necessary adjustments.
The items that were on the SI, we have walked the shelves, checked the shelves in the supermarket, and there is a reduction. There are reductions in the prices. Mr. Speaker, I want to tell you that, as I said, we've dealt with the major supermarkets first. I also want to report that we've dealt with we are monitoring some of the other supermarkets as well. And I want to tell you that not all of the supermarkets were well prepared. We are working with supermarkets north, south, east, and west. Some of them were not prepared, Mr. Speaker. But as the Minister for Commerce, I have taken the decision that we are extending up to Friday this week. We have given every supermarket up to Friday to put their act together. We are working with all the supermarkets.
Minister Hippolyte requested that residents be patient regarding VAT-exempt goods. She assured consumers that they would see at least $25 in savings from a $200 shopping trip at the grocery store based on assessments.
I want to tell John Public that as a government, we keep to our word. We are ever conscious of the imported inflation. And as a government, we are doing all in our power to ensure that they can have a proper shopping. At the moment, the average $200 shopping basket should be about $175, about $25 in savings out of every $200.
The Commerce Minister also identified areas for adjustments in the policy.
We noted that when we took the position in the cabinet that all oils of 7.5 ml should be zero rated and under price control. But when we were doing the analysis and monitoring, we noted that they put in only coconut oil. So we are doing this exercise and we're going to come back to the cabinet and come back to the parliament to put the adjustments. Another one I think that needs some adjustment is the whole issue of cereals. They've used cornflakes instead of cereals. And because of all the, what you call HS headings on these things, we need to correct it.
The Philip J. Pierre SLP government maintains that while it cannot control the landed costs of goods, it can influence the service charge and VAT to provide relief to residents. The opposition UWP has criticized the policies, particularly the zero-rated measure. Minister Hippolyte again took the time to explain the difference between a zero-rated product and a VAT-exempt product. She argued that the VAT-exempt policy only benefits consumers, but both consumers and businesses can capitalize on zero-rated goods, thus incentivizing the businesses to cut their prices.
When an item is VAT-exempt, the consumer does not pay the VAT. There is no VAT for the consumer. But the businesses cannot claim the VAT related to the sale of that item. So consequently, you will say the consumer pays does not pay a VAT, but the businesses pay the VAT. When the item is zero rated, the consumer does not pay, and the businesses do not pay. The businesses do not pay simply because they can go back to Inland Revenue and claim all the VAT related to that sale. That is the main difference between the two. And why did we make that change? Why did we make a decision to move exempt items from exempt to zero, because we expect the business community to share that savings with the public.
The Commerce Minister expressed disappointment in former Commerce Permanent Secretary and UWP candidate for Babuno, Titus Prevail, for inaccurate claims about the zero-rated and VAT-exempt policies. Residents are looking to the government to ease the burden as the cost of living soars across the globe. Starting August 2nd, 2025, the government of St. Lucia will zero-rate VAT on 70 essential food items, making them completely VAT-free. The SLP government maintains that measures like zero-rating and subsidizing goods aim to enhance household affordability, deliver real savings to consumers, and help decrease the cost of living. Gina Philippi, HTS News Force.